In this world, everyone is given a planet to become a planet lord, and I clearly possess a 3S class mechanical planet capable of creating a million mechs. Within the dark clouds, black and red thunder dragons roamed around. Crack, crack, 2 lightning bolts fell from the sky, causing everyone's scalp to tingle. A black lightning formed a sword, and a red one as well. They landed on the left and right hands of the Black Warrior mecha. You low-level combat lifeforms must protect yourselves well, because only then can I make you feel fear. The actions and words of the Black Warrior mecha were seen and heard by everyone present. At this moment, even Hong Yang and Bai Su were shocked and speechless. The reason was simple: they had never seen a mechanical creation with such self-awareness, resembling a living person. Perish in fear and despair. The Black Warrior mecha swiftly raised the Black Thunder energy sword. It was only at this moment that Zhu Guangfu quickly came to his senses. Oh no! Run! How is this possible? The people of the Wu family who had just rushed over also immediately regained their senses and ran away. Splat! Many of the Wu family members had their legs directly severed, while some lost half of their bodies. The next moment, before Zhu Guangfu could summon the elite troops from his territory, the Black Warrior suddenly appeared behind him and struck down with a sword. Splat! An arm flew in the air. At this critical moment, Zhu Guangfu immediately summoned 100 soldiers from his territory to block this attack. However, they still couldn't avoid the blade. Director Wang and Director Shui, who had just confronted Xingye, were somewhat stunned. How was this Black Warrior mecha different? It was indeed taller in appearance, but its combat power seemed to have doubled compared to before. In the shadows, Wu Xing's forehead was covered in large beads of sweat. The Black Warrior controls the power of black and red thunder, making her feel like this space is slowly collapsing. Why isn't he saying anything? His mecha has become stronger, and its attributes have already had a powerful impact on the stability of the environment card. It's like a monster. Ordinary high-level lords can't do such a thing. However, Wu Xing saw the Black Warrior cut off the hands and feet of those Wu family members with just one sword. She immediately shouted in approval. After more than 10 years of resentment, it can finally be resolved. These years of enduring have not been in vain at all. This terrifying mecha. They have no chance of winning, even if there are 2 high-level lords. This kind of mecha. Shang Hao, how did you survive? At this moment, everyone in the Shang family's eyes were on Shang Wanhao. The reason is simply because Shang Wanhao has been calm from the beginning until now. Drinking wine, never putting it down halfway. Shang Fan's eyes flashed with admiration. In a lord's deathmatch, fighting against someone like him would be impossible, especially in the environment card. The graduation ceremony of the academy is also brutal, with deaths being normal, happening every year. The world of lords is so cruel. Shang Wanhao felt helpless. How did he survive? What can he say? He can only say that he has awakened. He can't possibly say that there is a piece of tiger skin on his back, with skinny second sun written on it, radiating light that almost illuminates the entire environment card. Can he say this? No, he can never say it in his lifetime. To be honest, if it weren't for Xingye, Shang Wanhao would have planned to leave Nantian City from now on. Not for any other reason, just because of one thing. People are now discussing Xingye. After all, those who know about his situation must also know about Xingye. Just watch, he has another mechanical creation. That's the real terror. This mecha is just a child's toy, but even if it's a child's toy, most people still can't deal with it. The Shang family has been sitting on the fishing platform from start to finish, not moving at all. No one dares to directly mock Xingye because of Shang Wanhao's influence. They all understand that Xingye is not simple. Hong Yang is also surprised at this moment. This kid is really good at deceiving people. He made 2 little girls cry. Right, Xiaoli? Hong Yang turned to Xiaoli beside her. Xiaoli wiped her eyes, which were still a bit swollen. Muttering, nonsense, Hong Yang, Xiaoli didn't cry. Hong Yang laughed. She affectionately pinched Xiaoli's face. Then she placed her palm on Xiaoli's eyes. Be good, they won't be swollen in a while. By the way, Xiaoli, your brother will soon become stronger. His speed of improvement is unmatched in my eyes. I will be leaving Nantian City soon. Teacher Hong Yang, are you leaving? I thought you cared about my brother. Hong Yang's face showed a self-deprecating expression. You little guy, be careful what you say, I just appreciate him. Here, I'll give you something, you can keep it well, it will be very useful when you awaken in the future. This way, no one in the empire will dare to bully you easily once they know about your extraordinary talent. Little one, you also need to learn to become stronger. Yi Xiaoli felt that her eyes were not as swollen as before. At the same time, she felt a red heart beating continuously in her mind, emitting some red mist. Teacher Hong Yang, there's something in my mind. Slap. Hong Yong immediately covered Yi Xiaoli's mouth. "This is the gift I gave to Xiaoli. Xiaoli, you must not tell anyone, except your brother, understand?" Hong Yong's eyes showed a rare serious expression. Yi Xiaoli was seeing Hong Yong being so serious for the first time and immediately nodded. "Ah, 2 families are about to be finished, and there's no way to win over this genius. Lord of the city, why do you think this person can't be won over next? This kind of genius born in an unconventional way is rare to see. You won't know if you don't try." The city lord smiled when he heard the words of the attendant next to him. "First, this kid's strength is already impressive. Many people can't reach his level in their lifetime. Second, there's more than one person trying to win him over. The help or convenience we can offer, others can provide as well. For example, the Empire's division. If the Empire's division people are not here today, we can still try to win him over." The city lord shook his head helplessly. "The Empire's division? Yes, they will definitely not let go of such a genius. And the person who came here happens to be Bai Su, who values achievements and power, and there are some in the Empire's division who value relationships. But they are the minority, because those with strength and connections may not necessarily want to stay in the division." The city lord sighed slightly. He had planned to make some connections and investments today, but it turned out that he couldn't even have a meal. This was at the top floor of the first restaurant in Nantian City. The attendant beside him was unaware of the city lord's thoughts at the moment. Whether it was the city lord, Bai Su, or Hong Yong, they all knew one thing, that after today, the name of the genius Hoshino would spread throughout Nantian City. Since he was a genius, many people would definitely try to win him over. The Wu family and the Zhang family, united together, seemed more powerful. But in Nantian City, there would definitely be forces declaring war on these 2 families to win over Hoshino. Not to mention, after today's battle, it would be a blow to the Wu and Zhang families. Most importantly, don't forget, Wu Xing is a card maker. There is not a single card maker in Nantian City. Those with this skill are extremely rare. It's like a mutation suddenly appearing in a group of plants. This kind of situation may not happen for decades. Wu Xing's appearance is probably such a case. So, no matter what the final outcome is, both Hoshino and Wu Xing will definitely not die. One is a genius, the other is a card maker. On the other side are 2 families on the verge of being crippled. Everyone knows how to choose in this situation. This kid is already extraordinary, no longer a weak fledgling, but an eagle soaring in the sky. With such strength, no matter which force he encounters outside, they will have to give him some face. Yes, that's a genius. Sometimes just a little effort is needed to surpass most people. Is it possible that after he entered the academy, he picked up trash, worked hard to improve his studies, and under various reasons and experiences, he became who he is now? It's not impossible. Those who can withstand such circumstances must have an extremely strong inner self. Even without extraordinary means, relying on that strong inner self will definitely not be weaker than others. It seems that the Wu family and the Zhang family are in trouble today. In trouble? Not necessarily. With Wu Xing the card maker, the Wu family will not fall. It can only be said that there will be changes later on. As for the Zhang family, they are likely to fall. I didn't expect that we would witness the birth of a genius. Genius? Such a person should be called a monster. Who among us has the confidence to defeat him? First of all, I declare that I don't have that strength. As soon as these words were spoken, the atmosphere turned cold. No one else spoke. Of course, the people present were representatives of their respective families here to gather information while having a meal. Their strength was naturally not very strong. And look at the Black Warrior mecha released by Hoshino. The height of the mecha is like that of a giant. Even the humanoid form is not as big as the fingers of the Black Warrior mecha. In this situation, how can they even fight? Some people have troops that are immediately deployed in their territory, with the tallest being around 100 meters, but Hoshino's mecha is a whopping kilometer high. Can they fight this? Do they use their heads to fight this? It's impossible to fight at all. Wait, did we overlook something? He just said something. It seems he has a second mecha like this. Hiss. At that moment, the people around gasped again. Just one mecha in front of us is already enough, and there's actually a second one? This? I remember now, he does seem to have a second mecha, and he doesn't look like he's joking. 2 mechas, both a kilometer high. If I'm not mistaken, his aura seems to be only low-level 6 stars. Ah, it's too terrifying. Fortunately, I'm not in the same generation as him, otherwise, if I saw such power, I would have despaired long ago. 2 mechas like this, and both have their own consciousness. These mechas are not ordinary mechanical creations. Apart from him, there is probably no one else in this world who can create such things. At this moment, Zhu Guangfu's forehead was dripping with cold sweat. He could feel that the Black Warrior mecha was still holding back, not using its full power directly. and every strike of the Black Warrior could just be dodged by him. The death contained within the Thunder Sword edge made him feel more and more fearful in his heart. This feeling was slowing him down. Although he didn't have to actively engage in battle, relying only on the soldiers in his territory, losing an arm didn't have much impact. But the problem now is that he is not the only one facing off against the Black Warrior. There is also the elder of the Wu family and the village elder of the Jiang family. All three of them are high-level one-star lords. Facing Hoshino with this kind of power, they felt an extremely huge pressure. No, to be precise, it was the Black Warrior mecha of Hoshino. However, at this moment, the Black Warrior mecha was also somewhat annoyed. She could easily use her power perfectly in every strike, but controlling her strength to not let Zhu Guangfu and the others die too easily was her goal. So at this moment, the Black Warrior was also feeling a bit uncomfortable. If she directly killed them, she would also be unsatisfied. This is not a solution at all. Sooner or later, we will be consumed to death by this mecha. If he directly summons that war fortress, we will truly have no hope of turning the tables. Zhu Guangfu's current mood was simply bleeding. 1/5 of the soldiers in his territory had already died. And this was under the same circumstances of the other two high-level one-star lords who were also facing the enemy. If he was alone, he would have been chopped into pieces by the Black Warrior long ago. The elder of the Wu family's face changed. What did you say? Are you saying that his second mecha is more powerful than this one? Is it called a war fortress? This name does sound like it's not something small. The elder of the Wu family and the elder of the Jiang family, with one sentence each, almost made Zhu Guangfu lose his temper. What do you mean it's not something small? Have you seen how big that thing is? Suddenly, he realized that these two people had not actually seen Hoshino in the environment card space, and no one had told them detailed information about Hoshino. Thinking about this, Zhu Guangfu felt somewhat relieved. No, I haven't seen his second mech either. I was referring to another mechanical construct, the War Fortress, which is much more powerful in terms of firepower compared to this mech. Zhu Guangfu furrowed his brows tightly. A mechanical construct with even greater firepower? Where did this kid come from? I never expected that damn guy Wu Xing could find someone like this. The elder of the Wu family was both shocked and angry at the moment. The first to bear the brunt was their Wu family members. Currently only 5 or 6 of them still had combat capability. The rest either had lost half their bodies or had limbs severed, barely clinging to life. We must come up with a plan. We need to act swiftly. Once he summons that war fortress using the Black Knight mech, we won't stand a chance. Zhu Guangfu was fuming. Their two teammates were clueless about the enemy's intelligence. It seemed they hadn't realized that the mech hadn't even unleashed its full power yet. The main reason was that he felt the mech was primarily targeting him. Targeting him? Zhu Guangfu's eyes lit up. He immediately turned to look around and saw Director Wang and Director Xue standing still, seemingly petrified. They must have been shocked. At this moment, the other directors of Qingting Academy dared not move either, especially when the Black Knight mech struck down. The intermediate lords of the Wu family, those who hadn't died, were also on the brink of death. As for Wu Chang of the Wu family, a low-level lord, the Black Knight mech hadn't even noticed his presence. Zhang Mengyun also summoned soldiers from her territory to engage with the Black Knight mech. Unfortunately, her soldiers were not equipped to engage in direct combat, and she had even used up all her war resource cards. But the outcome remained unchanged. Those who stayed further away were safe, but those who got closer were met with certain death when the Black Knight struck. You two, snap out of it. Director Xue, Director Wang, gather the others and immediately restrain that kid Xingya. We must not let him summon the war fortress through the Black Knight mech. Zhu Guangfu's furious shout reverberated throughout the space. Many people even covered their ears. War fortress? What kind of mechanical construct was that? Why was Zhu Guangfu so afraid of it? War fortress? What is it? It should be another mechanical construct, right? Could it be the second mech that Xingye mentioned? Probably not. If it were the second one, Zhu Guangfu wouldn't have needed to ask again just now. It's likely a large-scale aerial mechanical construct of bombardment type that can only be summoned through this mech. Indeed, it might be a kind of sacrifice.